We are so ready for this new technology for our home. Hey guys, today we're going to set up this dual camera doorbell security system. And what's nice about it is that it does not need to be hardwired.
Homebase has connected to Wi-Fi successfully.
Or require a monthly subscription. Let's see if someone like me can set this up. Stay to the end to see how this may work for you.
So let's check out what's inside the box. Here's the video doorbell with that second camera at the bottom for delivery detection. And this is the home base with built-in storage. This is where the security video footage is going to be stored and the reason why there's no monthly fee. Here is the mounting plate and the wedge that helps you to angle the doorbell camera. Using the wedge is optional if you have a long walkway to your doorbell like we do. Here's the Ethernet cable that will connect your home base to the router during setup. This is the power adapter to your home base that will be plugged in while you're using this security system. This micro USB charger will be used to connect the doorbell to the home base when it's time to recharge. They've included a couple of monitoring security stickers for you to display. Then there's an extension wire if you were to hardwire this doorbell, but we are doing it wirelessly. And we have our mounting screws to secure our mounting bracket and wedge if needed. Here's the mounting template so you know where to drill your screws, and a quick start guide in addition to the instructions on the app. And finally, the detaching pin, which will allow you to remove your doorbell from the mount when it's time to recharge. So here's everything in our box, and now we're ready to set up. It's time to pull out our smartphone and our wireless network password. So we're going to go through this setup together, and I'm going to show you everything I did, even the mistakes. One of the things I did when powering the home base, I pushed the sync button, and you don't want to do that yet. I thought it was the power button. So what is supposed to be happening now is you're connecting everything to your router, and then it was supposed to let you know that it was connected. But instead, because I pressed that sync button, this is the message we got.
Homebase is unable to connect to the internet. Please check your network.
Okay, so I didn't start off on the right foot, but I disconnected everything and started all over again. I downloaded the Eufy Security app to my phone, and we finally got the home base connected.
Welcome to Eufy Security. Follow the instructions in Eufy Security app to set up the system.
Now that the home base is powered and connected to our router, we are going to be doing a lot of this setup through the phone. The app prompts you to set up your home base first, and then you'll set up your doorbell. This part was pretty straightforward. Even though our home base continued to blink blue instead of solid, we still went ahead and scanned the bottom of it to continue the process.
Homebase receives a pairing request. Press the sync button on the back to accept it.
This is when we were supposed to press the sync button, and now we have that solid blue light.
Homebase was added successfully.
Now we wait while the security scan is both updating on the home base and the app. We decided to fully charge the doorbell while setting it up in the app. Now the home base was ready to be disconnected from the router and become fully wireless.
Homebase is switching to Wi-Fi repeater mode. Homebase has connected to Wi-Fi successfully.
Now it wants us to move the home base to its desired location. This should be near the doorbell and an outlet. We probably should have planned this out beforehand because it took us a minute to find a location for the home base, but once we did, we were able to test its connectivity. And now it's time to add another device on the app, which is our doorbell. You have to scroll down to find doorbells. Then you select the dual camera battery powered option, which is our wireless doorbell. This selection will prompt you to begin scanning the back of the doorbell into your security system.
Press the sync button until you hear the beep.
Is that the beep? Now we use our doorbell camera to scan the security code in our app.
It says 8 inches away. Failed to connect to the network. Please try again.
We didn't realize we needed to be physically closer to the home base when we were doing this. Once we moved closer, we were able to add our doorbell.
Device was added successfully.
Are you guys still with me? Now we're going to install the doorbell, and the app helps you to find a location that will make for a better view. We also have to check if both cameras are connected to the live view in the app. This camera has 2K Full HD, so check out the quality of the real-life images our doorbell captured. This was so cool because it was my first time ever setting up a dual camera security doorbell. We had a few bumps, but we did it, guys. Now Babe is going to install the mounting brackets and put on our doorbell.
Now that everything is finalized in the app, I'm going to show you how to drill the mounting brackets onto the door. One has a wedge on it, and the other is just flat-faced. So the first thing we're going to do is unscrew the old bracket. I used the image from the app on my cell phone to help determine how high I should place the camera on the door. We used the mounting bracket and wedge on this install because together they offer support and help to keep the sun out of the direction of both cameras. The doorbell will not stay attached to the bracket from the top down. The doorbell will remain secure in the bracket when it's placed from the bottom up. The noise that you hear is feedback because the app from my phone was still on and close to the doorbell. To me, this doorbell was pretty easy to put on, especially since I didn't have to connect any electrical wires. Now it's time to test it out.
Oops. Oh, that worked.
You know, I wish I had something like this when I was single because I really feel like it would have given me an extra sense of security and just the ability to see what packages are coming and who's at my front door. And because it's wireless, it would have been easy for me to install myself. You know, one of the best things that I like about this doorbell is that there's no monthly fee. So all of the footage is stored on my Homebase. The other thing I like is the interface where I can see real time what's going on right outside my door, and it lets me know when the doorbell needs to be recharged. So what do you think about this doorbell? Is it something that's right for you? If this is something you think you may like, I'm going to put a link of this product in the description. So if you know someone, a friend or family member that has a hard time setting up technology, share this video with them so they can walk through step by step what to do. I hope this video helped you set up your Eufy doorbell, and remember, you can DIY too. Thanks for spending time with us today, and check out these other videos for your next DIY project.